OIRA review is applied to all the executive branch agencies, and that includes both the department, the cabinet agencies, like the Department of Health and Human Services, but also agencies like the Environmental Protection Agency, which is not part of a cabinet department, but is a cabinet level executive branch agency. And let me just pause a minute and explain what that review looks like. It is partly it's an interagency review. It's an opportunity for other agencies in the government that may have information or an interest or be affected by one agency's regulation. It gives them an opportunity to weigh in, and that helps make sure that there aren't duplicative or redundant or conflicting regulations. That doesn't mean we still don't find there are duplications in regulations, because there are, but it helps try to reduce that. So that's one part of the review. Another part of the review is to make sure that the agency's supporting analysis. OIRA is a very small staff, but they have expertise in statistics and economics and law and policy analysis. And they will review that regulatory impact analysis that agencies have developed. And then a third part of that review is that OIRA is part of the Executive Office of the President. So it is a career staff that is within this Executive Office of the President that has a lot of policy officials, political officials. So the third aspect of that review is ensuring that the regulations are consistent with the President's priorities, as well as being consistent with the law. OIRA review does not apply, at least as of yet, to independent regulatory agencies. So the Securities and Exchange Commission, for example, it issues its regulations without going through that interagency review process and OIRA review and oversight over the analysis supporting it. And scholars have demonstrated that the regulatory impact analysis that the independent agencies conduct when developing their regulations is not as robust as the executive branch agencies, which is what you'd expect, because there isn't an entity that is holding them accountable for developing that regulatory analysis.